Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition Legendary Difficulty Survival Mods installed. I am your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 75. And we are here in this... The map is a little weird. I rotate it. That was a little odd. Cover the Stones of Berenzai. That's not where we are. We're over here. Find Red Eagle's sword, I believe, is where we're actually at. Kind of want to look at that. Well, this is doing something really weird here. Red Eagle readout, so now we know for sure where the map is doing something a little weird this time. Red Eagle. Yeah, I remember this place. Try something here that I haven't done for a while, which is the big fireball. These guys are a little susceptible to fire, but might as well blow them up. Oh, big hit from our buddy. Oh, that's. This guy is up here. Just a bunch of forsworn stuff. I had to move my chair because the cat was on top of something she was not supposed to be on. And if I just make a move toward her, it's enough to cause her to say, oh, maybe I should get off of this. Let's see. I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to this. Oh, there's an Elven Greatsword. That's worth 20 weight for 470. We could take it with us, but it's... Oh, I guess. Didn't mean to grab it, but there it is. Begin to warm up. Red cap. Little bear trap. Good. Oh, there we go. A little problem with my mouse here. A slight problem with the mouse. It was not wanting to, not being smooth. Sometimes these laser mice, if you got something on your desk or table or whatever. Oh. What I meant to do? Oh, and I certainly don't want to get shot. Where's this clown? Hold on. What's going on with Battle Mage? Conjuration spells and destruction spells. That's what I want to have on. Here. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Trying to work our magic up here. We could go up here and really do some damage with our sword, of course. There we go. Done and done, she says. What is this? Just a bone. Hunting bone. Nothing major here. Should always at least check though in case there's something really... A Zuma trench knife. Not that interesting. Hey, oh, and this guy's still following us. That's right. He's still following us. He desperately wants to see the... This is why you check rubies. He desperately wants to see the Gilda Green, but we're not going there. Oh, that's funny. Still hanging out with us. Okay. Nice. What is this? What's that thing? Coin purse. A coin purse. Alright, Red Eagle, Red Out. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that. I've never looked it up. Google's great for that. Like having audio files that will tell you how to pronounce something like the complicated Ecumenopolis from Stellaris. I had no idea what that was or how to pronounce it.
Let's move faster. The sun is...
Knew I was gonna have to say that a lot too. Okay. Let's...
Mercy!
This is always fun. This is always a really neat area as far as the way it looks and its design. I always like this, the big steps and running up here, and then lots of people to fight up here. Kill him. Finish him off. Alright, who's up here? Killed this guy up here? What's he doing? Nothing. He's gonna jump porker meat and push in a true shot, which we don't care about. There are plenty more people over here, though. Let's go. Ooh, and another ruby. Oh no. Here we go. Oh, he came back at us. That's funny. None of these. Nothing going on here. What's that? Just a bowl. Should be more people up here.
Where'd you come from?
That's when I really like chain lightning, then it gets fun. You yield, but in a second you're gonna get back up and, oh, here we go, and here's the priest. Alright, this is the guy we were looking at.
You there? Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty low growth while he sits tied and helpless.
I'm here to rescue you.
Rescue? No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you?
Boethia has sent me.
The Dark Mistress? She sent you? Oh, wait. Mulekbal's altar? Of course. I have to get to Markarth at once. Cut me loose.
Here, let me untie these bonds.
Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.
Off you go. While we're here, we'll finish the whole Red Eagle deal. See, he's jumping Jack Flash. He's out of here. Let's go up in this direction. Mr. Morlord gets a little low on health here. Recast him. Oh, you don't. There we go. We got some good guys. Amethyst. Briarheart. Those are always neat. The Hollowed Blade. Those look very nice, but they're not. They're one-handed. Red Eagle's Fury. Unlock the secret of Red Eagle's tomb. Alright, we'll try. Let's see. There's a chair over here, and there's a Red Eagle's Right book. Having bathed the blade in human blood, present it at Rebel's Cairn, northeast of his redoubt, together with your sacrifice and intone. Right, in that case. We'll do that very thing, but first we're going to run down here and loot Mr. Fancy Pants. Potion of ultimate stamina. Lockpicks. Ooh, scale bracers of eminent wielding, one-handed attacks, but they're worth almost $1,000. Jeez. We'll take those for sale later. We have his key, so we can get through the door. And then there's this little spot here. I don't think there's anything in here to loot, but I might be wrong. Yeah, there's not. There's this little urn, which is empty, and this shelf, which just has some skulls. Oh, Skyrim. So pretty. Hey, look at that. Ooh, an ebony warhammer. Well, we'll take all that stuff and try to sell it later. I am of the mind to possibly try and reset, excuse me, my smithing and enchanting so I can get more levels, because that's how you do it. Go up and make them legendary. When they reset, you gotta level them all back up again. Let's save the game here. There's a cave down here. Where is it at exactly? I think it's just right down here. Oh. Hey, there's a dragon over there. Look at him off in the distance, that's fun. Where's this Red Eagles? Where is it at? Okay, I have to look on the map. Rebel's Cairn, it's this way it says. Okay, oh there it is. I just missed it. Alright. More wolves. Here. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. Dead wolves. And there's, yeah, I know what that is. That's Alduin, and he's hovering over a place to raise the dead of another dragon. So we may have to go off in that direction and engage in that little thing. But first, we have to go in here and fight this guy. Rebel's Cairn. Yeah. Here we go. Sword on the altar. Oh yeah, look at here. There's mushrooms. Lots and lots of mushrooms. Oh my goodness. stool. That's the big thing. Yeah, lots and lots of mushrooms. Okay, put the sword in the slot. Opens the door. I want all this imp stool because it makes wonderful paralysis potions, which still come in really handy against certain creatures. Raise him? Is that what happened? What else do we have over here? Here we go. Let's finish this guy off. Ready? Let's actually get his soul. Soul trap. Let's switch over to this. Crush him. Hit that one more time. It might wear out before I finish him off. There's the soul trap again, right there. There we go. Done and done. That's correct. And it has the honed ancient Nord great sword of burning, which is just a big old generic sword. And then here's his little loot edge. Coin purse. Some junk over here. Junk over there. Iron great sword. Lesser soul. Hey, quit pushing me around there, buddy. Let's see. In the chest, the banded iron seal of shock. We don't need that. Or the ebony dagger. Opulent mage destruction robe for 4 weight for 534. We'll take that. And the reverent iron dagger is the same kind of thing. It's not very expensive. So, does that complete the quest? Search for the Ethereum shards. No stone unturned. And yes, we found that. Okay. Well, there we go. Red Eagle. All done. Nothing too spectacular. I've always liked the quest and the area, but it's always felt a little bit disappointing. You get in here and there's nothing major as far as loot goes. Unless I missed something. Did I miss something? See anything else here? I don't see anything else that I do with the sword. I think if I'm not mistaken, you can pull that sword back out. And does it change characteristics? Activate Red Eagle's Bane. Oh yeah, so you get Red Eagle's Bane now, which is what? Red Eagle's Bane. Undead up to level 16 or 7, fire and flee for 30 seconds. Seemed like it might be different. I'd probably know better if I'd have paid more attention to the sword when I first picked it up. At any rate, actually much more excited about the mushrooms. Alright. So here we go on our way out. Oops. Before we go out. Make sure we get everything. I kind of want to go do this Alduin
It'll be good to get out of the sun for a
bit.
while.
We were just out of the sun for a while. Alright, let's do this. This dragon's over in this direction. This takes us toward the Y junction in the road where we can either go to Whiterun, back to Whiterun, or we could go to... Where is it? What's the name of this place again? Yeah, you can... Takes you over to this one. This is where it is. So we're gonna head over. I think this is where this is supposed to be where it is. Are we really seeing that far away? Maybe I'm seeing something else. I thought it was this location here, close to Sleeping Tree Camp, actually, just south of Broken Fan Cave. And then you can either go all the way over to Whiterun, or you can go to Falkreath, which we don't really need to do. There's Stones of Brenzaya there. Is that? Or is this a different? I'm pointed right at it. What's the map say? Pointed right at it. It looks closer than it looks like it's right here, doesn't it? Here's the castle. This is where I think it is. I'm going to put my dot right on where I think it is. And we're going to see if I'm correct or mistaken. Is this a dragon mound that I don't know anything about? Oh. Getting close. You're getting close, and it's gonna. This is a dragon mound I did not know anything about. This is obviously not where I think it is. It's right here, close. Oh, this is the one above Rorikstead. Okay, I know where this is. Yeah, so here he goes. He's going to raise the dragon. Yeah, take off. Raise your darn dragon then. Raise him. There he is. Okay, I have the solution for you. It's called potions. This is why I love it so much, being really good at doing potions. We're going to take a potion of Fortified Destruction. He's breathing fire, so we're going to take our really good frost resistance one. 115% would be really good. We're going to regenerate our own health. Probably won't need to do that, but... Nahagliv. This guy get off the ground. Oh, I guess we are. How do you like that? How do you like being shocked, buddy? Oh, and he's gonna go for the town? Yeah, he slid and died. Not dead yet, actually. We made him crash. There he is. She's all, it won't end well for you. No, it won't, because now I'm actually powerful. Now I am actually powerful. Awesome. Alduin. Your boy is a punk. Actually, we need these things. So the smart thing to do would be, yeah, that puts us at 901 of 940. The smart thing to do would be to go right back to Whiterun. So let's see. Whiterun, well, we can go this way. We can follow the green marker that I put down. The road is right down there. This is Rorikstead. Haven't been here in a while. Rorikstead, which does not have a carriage. So if you're new to the series, maybe because of my channel, and you're just look at these punks. If you're new to the channel and maybe you're watching a lot of my Stellaris stuff and you're like, oh, Skyrim, what's going on? And this is survival mods installed, which means things like Frostfire and Campfall. So weather matters. You can see a little blue indicator in the bottom right. That's how wet I'm getting. I'm a vampire, so it doesn't affect me as much as it used to, but key component to all this is fast travel is turned off. So we have to actually walk or take carriages. And I do this just because it's such a much more immersive experience in Skyrim. And there are so many little quests and dungeons and things you can find on the way while you're traveling. The other thing I really like about this, though, the thing that I like about having fast travel turned off is that you tend to do quests geographically according to whatever's close by, and I like that a lot. I don't like just fast traveling all over the place. It really, I find it. I mean, it works, and you know, we all got used to it in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and certainly Fallout 4 if you used it in that. But I just, in Skyrim, I prefer to just do this immersive experience. This right here, you probably noticed that doesn't show up in the base game. It's called a mod called the Ruins, which is just a very nice and simple mod. I like it because it is simple. It just takes existing art that already exists in the game world and places it around in certain places to just give it a little more flavor. Those lightning strikes that are hitting, those are courtesy of a mod called Minty Lightning. And Minty did a fabulous job with the lightning mod, and that's why I love to use it. In every single one of these games, you can see it just strike there. It's just a fantastic mod. This is a hot spot here that sometimes causes my game to crash, so we're gonna make a hard save. There's a little fox. Could go to Fall Creek. We don't have a hearth home being built yet. Vaporized something earlier there. But I want to... What's going on? Oh. Afflicted remnants. So we went to Bathar Dams and we killed that guy, and now there are... afflicted remnants. And now I think they'll chase you for quite some time. They're upset that you killed their leader, Orchendo, or whatever his name is, Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson used to be one of the most fun NFL players, and I miss him. The ENB, the reason this game looks so good right now is the ENB is Rudy ENB. I've talked about it before in previous episodes. I've tried a lot of ENBs. They all have one flaw or another. There's either some time during the day that they don't look good. Kill this thing. Attacking the cows. Hopefully he didn't attack the farmer. This little farmhouse on the side of the road here is not part of the default game. I believe it's provided by the mod called Cutting Room Floor, if I'm not mistaken. Serrano, what are you doing? You're not assisting here. It's just me and my guy. Kill him. Finish him off. There you go. Go grab his stuff. The dog's just over here on the porch watching like this is the greatest thing in the world, man. Sleeping tree sap, that stuff will make you blind. Void salts, though, those are worth having. I very much am considering... Oh, and the owner of the place is just sitting over here, too, and he's like, ah, big giant killing my cattle. Not good. I'm very much considering setting certain things to legendary now. You can see, not conjuration. Well, you could do that with conjuration, but that's interesting. I could do that with conjuration, couldn't I? I could do it with conjuration because I can conjure everything already because of my gear. It will set it to 15 and return its perks. Are you sure? Yes. This will help me level up more. Are you sure? Yes. Let's do that. I can do the same thing with enchanting. I'm not going to. Alchemy's too important, so I'm not going to do that. But I could do the same thing with enchanting and smithing. I don't really want to do it with smithing, though, until I make the Daedric Reaper armor. So that's for that. So because of my gear... Oh, I don't have dual casting anymore. That's funny. So if I go to Conjuration, it's now legendary, and I have perks to increase 9. Bound weapons, apprentice conjuration. I don't care about that. Dual casting. Yep. Oh, requires 20. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. So then I could add perks somewhere else if I wanted to. These guys are losers. But what do we have here? We have a lion. Chasing something. I can't even cast very far away anymore. That's funny. And then my conjuration very quickly rose. That's awesome. Yeah, the early levels of it will rise really quickly, which is great. Let's go back up here. Conjuration, dual casting. Summoner. Okay. That's awesome. Who are you fighting now? Oh, geez, another one. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so you get your perks returned to you, and it allows you to continue to level your skills up, which is pretty cool, because then you can get more levels, and more levels means more hit points, stamina, magicka. So, I've always liked the way Skyrim does its level up system, especially compared to things like Morrowind and Oblivion. I never liked the idea that you needed, that in order to really make levels, what you needed to do is not pick your, when you're making your character in Oblivion, you didn't want to pick any of the things that you actually wanted to be good at. So for instance, if you wanted to be good at wielding a big weapon instead of a small weapon, don't take big weapons. Yeah. It always felt counterintuitive to me. That's if you're trying to min-max, you know. I watched a pretty cool video the other day on YouTube. The guy said, I can't remember his name, unfortunately, and I really apologize for that, but it was, is Oblivion as good as I remembered it to be? And it was pretty neat watching him go over that game and talk about it, because he had the same complaints that I did about that game. He calls everything a cave. Inside, indoors, whether it's a dungeon or a ruin or whatever, everything is a cave. Hey, that fell off? How do I get that fixed? That's terrible. And anyways, he says he didn't like the game because all the caves were basically the same. And I was like, yeah, that was kind of one of the big complaints I had about the game, is that every fortress, ruined fort was always the same. Every cave was always the same. I mean, their layouts weren't the same and stuff, but they just felt the same. And it really didn't feel like Bethesda got their dungeon design down and started to make things unique until Skyrim. So that's one of the biggest reasons I replay Skyrim over and over, is because all the dungeon designs are so neat compared to Morrowind and Oblivion. Alright, hey, what would you sell me some
I
stuff
don't claim
for?
to be the finest weapons and armor.
What do you have? So, first you want to give her more cash. So always buy those things from her because those are cheap. Quicksilver ingots too. Actually, she's got a bunch of this stuff. I'm just gonna grab all this stuff because that's gonna make it so that she has tons of money, and then I can go in here and I can sell this stuff like the Ebony Warhammer, and the Ebony Dagger of Storms, and the Elven Greatsword, and the Emerald Gemstone Bow, which is worth a ton. Glass Dagger Reaping, this Burning Sword, Red Eagle's Bane. I don't even want it. Reverent Iron Dagger. Let's see. Red Eagle's Bane. I should just sell that. I don't really have a place to keep it anywhere. Elven Armor of Restoration, which we picked up. Elven Helmet of Major Destruction. Scaled Bracers of Eminent Wielding. And the Varden Bell Glass Boots. So that
Until next time.
that tapped her out for the most part. How's that deal with our weight there? Made our weight 820 of 940. We still got a bunch of stuff to get rid of somewhere, somehow. Boots, circlets, process necklace. We have a bunch of other things we need to get rid of, and to get rid of those, we need to go see someone else like Bellathor.
Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now.
What you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have... Everything's for... Take a look.
Yes, I know, Bellathor. Let's see what you have. Greater soul gems. Oh, and I know why we're heavy. Because we have all these dragon scales. So let's see what we can sell him. Black mage robes and boots. Circlet of Magicka. Don't care about. The other circlets we save for ourselves later when we want to enchant things. Opulent mage destruction riddle. Necklace of the Noble Squire, Necklace of Regeneration. That's really nice. Health regenerates 40% faster. Major Sneaky. Oh, he only... I'll sell him that then. Spellbreaker. Okay.
Do come back.
Is there any quests in this town that I need? Find the source of power in Mount Anthor. Talk to Elisif. She's way over in Solitude. Investigate Markoth's Hall of the Dead. I may not do that right this second. Speak to Tunila. We can never finish that one. So we got rid of the gear. Participate in a drinking contest? No. We'll turn that off. No stone unturned. Lost to the ages. Still want to do the Aetherium shards. We'd have to go all the way back to Markarth, which would be easy because we could just take a cart. So where are these stones? One up in Dragonreach. Okay, and we're gonna grab these stones while we're here.
I work with my mother.
We're gonna grab the stones, and then what we're gonna do is head to Solstheim and start engaging in the Dragonborn DLC. And here's the reason why. Let me show you why I'm so excited to go there. The Daedric Reaper crafting manual, which makes this armor, which is fantastic. And we already have a bunch of soul husks, but we need spawn ash now to make these corrupted hearts. And the only way to get the spawn ash is go to Solstheim. And if we make enough corrupted hearts and we make the Daedric armor first, you can make this Daedric Reaper armor. For the ladies, it looks particularly flashy. But for a battle mage, it's perfect because it has the... Look, I mean, this is badass, isn't it? I love that set of armor for the guy. And it has a hood, which is fantastic for a battle mage like me. So you can wear a circlet with it. So very, very nice looking set of armor. This is my favorite armor in the game, provided by a mod. It's a little risque if you're the female. But
Am I right?
a little more risque than I would have picked. I would have designed it so the lady had pants. That's
When the
just me.
Empire surrendered to the unmarried Dominion,
She does look good. My character's not female though, so it's perfect. The male version is just, it's very awesome. I've never been a fan of the Daedric armor. I've always preferred to play the game with the ebony armor set because it looks so good. And I don't think the Daedric provides you that much more protection by the time you get it and you're playing this. And by the way, we are playing Legendary. You can go here and check at any point in time. Settings, gameplay, we are Legendary. So it makes the game very, very difficult at the beginning. Probably for the first 20 to 40 levels, it makes the game very difficult for the first 20. It makes the game very challenging for the next 20, and then after a certain point in time, you finally get up there. It lengthens the curve, really. I've talked about that in previous episodes. The default game really feels like it gets very easy from the beginning, and even from level 10 you kind of start to feel like a big godly hero. And I've never liked that about Skyrim on adept difficulty, or even some of the ones just above that. It feels a little too easy. So, but it's great for learning the game and learning the mechanics and learning what's valuable. Of course, if you don't care about smithing or enchanting or alchemy, then just play it on adept and pick up a random rusty weapon and go to town. But if you really want to tap out the whole system, that's how you got to do it. We're going to go over to the Gildergreen first. It's on the way to Solstheim. So if we leave here and we go this direction, the Eldergleam Sanctuary is here, so we can walk along this road and come out to here and do that, and then we can go over here and we can take the road to Solstheim, and we can get on a boat, and then we can start that whole quest, which I'm very excited about, mostly because I want the Daedric Reaper armor, but also because the game's single best weapon enchantment, not just for sword, is there.
Who's there?
Well, okay. Look at you guys. Purse. So it's over here, down here, and right there. There we go. Stone of Barenzaya. Yeah. So Solstheim, you get that really, really awesome.
I spend so much.
There's an enchantment that I think the way it works, if I remember correctly, is it does one of random kind of damage. It either does electricity, fire, or cold every time you hit, which is pretty awesome, because then you can combine it like I did with my sword here, Malakath's Cleaver. Then you can combine it with Absorb Health. So
When the Empire surrendered to the
pretty awesome. Fortunately, I don't have another Malakath's Cleaver to put it on, but we'll make ourselves a Dragonbone sword and do it.
They want to back the Stormcloaks.
I think the question is, how am I doing on potions? Oh, we have to put, before we go anywhere, we have to put this Dragonbone. We're definitely making ourselves a Dragonbone sword. It's the best one in the game, as far as the base sword itself. So we get rid of Dragonbones. Dwemer gear, I don't know why I'm carrying that. I must have accidentally picked it up. Bent Dwemer scrap metal, we'll leave that here. We picked all of that stuff up with the idea that we may legendary our smithing, but not until I have the Daedric Reaper armor. So we got that stuff. Oh, and did we give her anything?
Yes. If you think it'll help.
We gave you some stuff, but you haven't used it. Daedric's Sword of the Inferno, but you're using Azura's Moon. I need to enchant that for you, actually. It'd be pretty awesome. I can do that anytime, though. So we're at 595 out of 940 for weight, which is perfect. So let's head out.
Did you know there's some fruits that actually grow better in cold weather?
Heard about you and
You and your honeyed words, but if he really knew, if he was being a good boy, he'd be like, "Hey,
It's so bright out here.
you're the
I don't know how you
Dragonborn."
stand it.
Right. We're gonna head on out. We've got about 15 minutes left in this episode. We'll see if we can get to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. Very, very excited to get the Soul Stone. The Dragonborn DLC is, without question, one of my favorite DLCs when it's not being buggy glitchy. Unfortunately, even with the unofficial Skyrim patch installed, there are some bugs and glitches towards the end of that whole DLC when you're trying to ride the dragon and when you're trying to absorb dragons and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really hoping we don't have to experience any of that this time through, because that would be a major nightmare. But I like some of the quests. I still haven't done all of the content in that DLC, actually. I think there's a couple dungeons I've not been through, so we might make a concerted effort, since we're YouTubing this, to try and do everything and see if we can do this. These are courtesy of the ruins. I love these. These are great statues here along the way. And these things right here at the bridges, just making the bridges a little more stand out, unique. I just like the ruins. The gentleman or lady who put that mod together, such a simple idea and such a good idea. Really felt like, and to just use the base default assets in the game. This will be interesting. We're going to set up for ice form, because we may need to. This guy's throwing some serious shade over here. Ice Wizard, I don't like you because you freeze me and that hurts. So Serana and my guy can go take care of the rest of them. No, not enough. Stagger this fool. Well, there's no mercy for you, buddy. Let's see, let's go to, this is a survival thing, which I really like. Instincts. Where did his body go? Right over there. It's getting dark. I love this. This is one of the things I really, really like about my setup, is look at this. The sky comes out, it's glinting. These, oh, this is just gorgeous. The ground is dark. I mean, I've spent so much of my life bow hunting and walking out of tree stands and things like that in the dark. This is exactly what it looks like. The ground is dark, the sky is bright on a moon night like this. It's just gorgeous. And then we have the added benefit of being a vampire, so we can turn on predator vision. So let's head over to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. And there's a big old kitty cat up here on the road. Saber Cat. He will have an eye of Saber Cat. So we'll get our way over to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. Oh, more kitty cats. Killed that fox. I didn't mean to, but grab his eye. Sabercast 2. Oh, fortify smithing. Thank you. We like that. Something else we might do on the way, since we're headed there, up there is some giants, and they have giant's toes, and if I do intend to redo, if I tend to make my alchemy legendary, then I'll need to go through it again. So for that, we'll need giant's toes. So we might as well take a minute to go up here and get these guys. Serana and the gentleman can come catch up anytime they want. She caught up to us, that's great. Mostly, oh, he has dragon scales, we'll take that. I'm mostly interested in his giant's toe though. Same thing with this fellow. Giant's toe, troll fat, captain's cutlass. Let's see, do they have, I don't think they have a chest out here because it's inside this cave. There is actually another giant. Yeah, they have all this cheese, but there's another giant in this cave. We might as well go over here and do this too. Since we're here. To Golden Rock Cave. Is there no giant up here? I don't see one. I thought there'd be a giant in here, but I was wrong. These guys are just holding on to this lockpick's ring of nullification. Ooh. Elven Mace of Lethargy. Oh, we'll take it. Oh, what was that? Dragon Knight Light Gauntlets. Ooh, they're light for 925. Okay. We'll clean them out then. The Knights of Nine. I think we've read that, don't we? Oh no, heavy armor increased. Well, that was worth coming in here. Jeez. That was awesome. A tiny cave. Nobody inside here. Some decent loot. Cool. Well, let's get headed back to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. Our Dremora Lord dying behind us. Oops. I got all your cave bear stuff right here. What do the bear claws do? Restore stamina? I'll grab those. Let's see. There are a bunch of punks down here, which I'm not in the mood to go fight. I kind of just want to get past them, so that's what we're going to do. We're not going to worry about fighting them. I say that, and then I start to get excited about the idea of launching fireballs at them. I'm not gonna worry about these punks. I say that, and here I am. let's go kill some people. If nothing else, it'll make this whole thing go faster. We can get past it. I know victory's mine. Ooh. Oh, honey, I got a big sword. Speak softly and carry the biggest sword you possibly can. And let's go bomb this guy. Oh, the bandit chief. The bandit chief came all the way out here. He's always got this Apotheos armor, which is very nice. We should just take it. These guys are headed over there. Let's help them out with some there we go. Where's the last guy? Running down there? Oh, that's my guy. That's the guy who wants to come see the Elder Gleam with us. Alright, come on this way. My fellow, let's go. Oh, who this is down there? Somebody got in the waves. Fell off the waves. Some enemy. Not our concern right this second. Used to be a mod that I used that placed dragons randomly around the world in different locations that didn't used to have them, and it had 3 dragons sitting right here on this hillside. And I remember the first time I wanted to go this direction for the Elder Gleam, and those 3 dragons jumped me, and I think I was level 10. And I also had like deadly dragons installed, which made dragon hit points way harder, and oh my gosh, I got rolled. I spent most of my time running. Who's this guy? What's this Draugr doing? So why is that Draugr standing there? You think you're funny, but you're not. I think he's prepared for his death because he's already died. Oh, I just missed my chance. He's got an ebony cutlass and a orange shield. We're just gonna grab this stuff. It's no big deal. There's a giant over here. There's also a bear right there. Giant somewhere over in that direction. Here's that giant key. It's right there. I'm not gonna worry about it. This episode's getting long and I want to get to the Elder Gleam Sanctuary. It's gonna run a little over an hour. Oops. Dawn Guard vampires. On guard coming after me. Well, it's their own fault. Should know better than to tangle with vampires. A bunch of goats. Billy Goat Gruff. 11 p.m. Let's see. This goes where? Where are we pointing at? Right there. That kind of gets us there, but that's not really where we want to go. We want to go to right. The easiest way is to go up here to Darkwater Crossing, isn't it? Ooh, my marker. Alright, let's go this way. We'll head up to Darkwater Crossing, hang a left, walk out across the hot springs, and then we'll be there. This location on our left is one of the many forts that you will come destroy, take over the Imperials. Right there. Actually, if we could just skip over this water. It's a big old bear. I'm going to run from it. I'm taking off. I don't want to fight another stinking bear. You feel free to go take that bear on. I'm not interested. There's a little camp over here. This guy's got some rabbits. Hey, how are you guys doing? They're just chilling in their undies here in the hot springs. And is this where we want to go? Is this cave? Yep, Elder Gleam Sanctuary. Alright, this is where we'll end this episode. It's at the doorstep of this place. So we can do the Elder Gleam Sanctuary next episode, and then we can come up here and head to, yep, right there. Alright, we'll just save it right there. Next episode, we'll do that, and then we'll finally head to Solstheim. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. As always, if you guys dig the content, maybe subscribe to the channel. If you think the episode's cool, give it a thumbs up. And if you have a question or a comment, drop it down below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.